Good morning and welcome back to Spurs Latest. I am your host, Trip Graham. Got so much to talk about today. Our Spurs take down the Grizzlies last night, 123-98, in a huge crushing defeat of the Grizzlies, who are just trying to get to the end of the season. Ja Morant, obviously not playing in this game, is out for the rest of the season with injury. So I think this is the last we've ever seen Ja Morant on the Grizzlies. But what do you guys think? Do you think Ja Morant will be playing for the Grizzlies next year? I don't think so. I think this is the last year of Ja Morant in the Grizzlies experiment, especially after getting rid of Jaren Jackson Jr. This iteration of the Grizzlies is finito. So let's talk about some things with this. All right. So really, really good game from all around. Wemby is just going off again, so let's do a little recap of the game. Wemby had 19 points, 15 rebounds, and get this, 7 blocks. 7 blocks. We had an early lead from the start, kept that throughout the end of the game. Devin Vassell had also 19 points along with Wemby. Castle and Johnson both finished with 15. We had 7 Spurs finish in double figures. Full team victory. Could give the minutes back from Wemby last night. He didn't have to play every 1 minute. So 7 straight victory for our Spurs. Moved 2 games within of OKC for the top spot in the West. And we'll get into why. The Boston Celtics last night beat the Thunder to stop Thunder's 12-game winning streak. They won 119-109. I had the double screen going last night. Got to see some of the Celtics game as well. So that is unbelievable. You know, that was a double victory. We don't get many of those, obviously, with, Thunder only lost first game in 12 games last night. So that's a huge thing for us. We need to be able to stay consistent like that, especially like that. Whenever the Thunder lose, we need to win. So G.G. Jackson led Memphis with 20 points. The Spurs dominated from the very opening. I don't know if anybody even saw that first place. We had a lob on the first play, 22 to 4 lead to start the game, and then 57-44 at half. Just unbelievable. We didn't need to. Wemby was killing it, but he really was able to be the second star. So San Antonio is definitely jockeying for postseason seeding. Memphis is absolutely focused on next season. They have lost 12 of the last 13. Getting ready, Jaren Jackson Jr. and Ja Morant will do that to you. So, yeah, really tough going down over on Memphis Grizzlies. I think the best play for them is getting whatever they can for Ja Morant and starting over. I don't think Ja Morant plays a game conducive to winning basketball, especially with his off-the-court antics. So I definitely see the Memphis Grizzlies moving on from Ja Morant after this postseason. Really, he has all the talent in the world, and he does not know how to hone it. I am not a fan of Ja Morant, but, let's see how it turns out. I don't know how he's going to progress in this league further than where he is already. And don't see him being an all-star going forward. I think there's too many guards that are too good in this league that he could become an afterthought if he doesn't get his stuff in line. I think Ja Morant is one of the most interesting case studies in the NBA the last few years of clearly doesn't have his persona in line and can't play winning basketball, and it doesn't look like players want to play with Ja Morant. That's another thing. Great coaching over on Memphis. They've had a great supporting cast. I just don't think Ja Morant is it. Some other things from the same. So definitely Devin Vassell had a great game, 19 points, 7 and 10 from the field. Stephon Castle also had a great game, 5 of 7 from the field with 15 points. Like I said, almost everybody played. Everybody on our bench played at least a few minutes. We got Waters minutes. We got Olenek minutes. We got Biombo minutes. We got Plumlee minutes. So that's when you know that we're playing the whole bench. Um, yeah, Keldon Johnson really played well. 15 points away from him. Devin Harper started for us last night. 23 points, 10 points, 5 rebounds, 6 assists. So full good game from him. So all around team victory last night. No complaints over on our team. So let's transition. We got so much to talk about. Let's talk a little about the standings. We are getting to the end of the season. Only a couple weeks left on the regular season, so let's talk about the playoffs. Check in on the standings, who's going into the playoffs, who's not. So first, the biggest story from last night, obviously, other than our victory, is the Thunder losing. We got a full game back on the Thunder last night with that loss, so we are now 2 games behind them. They sit at 57-16. We sit at 55-18. 2 exact games behind them. Whoa. Lakers sitting at third, 47-26, 10 full games behind us. So that's the thing. We are run away with it. It's just a 2-man race for this top seed. And let's see if we can beat the Thunder. We're rooting for 2 teams right now, the Spurs and whoever beats the Thunder at this point. So, really exciting. The Lakers have been surging with Luka Doncic. Another 40-point game out of him. He has just been on a tear and doesn't look like it's stopping anytime soon. I see that big going into the postseason. Luka Doncic is going to be killing it going into the postseason, and I see that carrying over into the postseason. I would not be wanting to play the Lakers right now if I was any team. We would not have to face them until the Western Conference Finals if they made it that far. So, other things in the conference, in the finals, let's talk about. Does not look like the Suns will be able to catch up to the Rockets, so it looks like the play-in tournament is pretty much set. There is the playoffs are set in terms of who's getting into the playoffs. Now it's just all about seeding. That 7 through 10 is just all about seeding. Everyone below that has been eliminated. The Pelicans, Grizzlies, Mavericks, Jazz, and Kings have obviously all been eliminated. And Golden State is holding that last position and struggling going into the postseason. Moses Moody with one of the worst core injuries I've ever seen to his knee the other night. Obviously, Steph is out. Jimmy Butler is out. Al Horford is on the mend. And then, Kristaps Porzingis just can't get healthy for them, which really stinks for them because he's such a great player. So, Kristaps Porzingis cannot get healthy for the Warriors. So it's going to be really tough for them going into the postseason if they don't have any of their top players. Of the 4 teams, of the play-in tournament teams, that I see going the farthest, obviously 2 will advance into the playoffs. The team that I see going the farthest is the Clippers. I think Clippers have the best case scenario if they end up facing, the Nuggets or the Lakers, especially. I think we can beat all 4 teams very handedly. Clippers, they have just Kawhi Leonard. I would never doubt out Kawhi Leonard just based on his postseason runs that he's had many times before. Golden State, obviously, I wouldn't count them out, but they don't have Steph Curry to hold them up. So I think the Warriors are dead on arrival into the playoffs. Really, sadly, don't think that they're going to be making it far in the playoffs. Now, Sacramento Kings clearly look like they are going to get the, top draft spot. But did anybody catch? Adam Silver did say, the commissioner of NBA did say that there are draft changes coming. I don't know what those draft changes are, but yes, draft changes are coming. And we will be seeing those very soon, hopefully next season, because I am done with this tanking, especially from, the teams like the Utah Jazz, the Sacramento Kings. It's really, really bad. So other things to talk about on this with these playoff sets. Obviously, Lakers are the most surging team in the NBA right now. We are, I still think, the best team in the NBA, but Lakers are the best surging team. Celtics over on the East are killing it. Their Kate Cunningham is out, but it doesn't look like the Celtics are going to be able to catch up to the Pistons in the first seed. So we'll see how that turns out, but I don't predict them to catching the Pistons in that first seed. We still have opportunity to catch the Thunder 2 games. Let's see if we can, figure out how to get 2 games back. It's going to be really, really tough. All right, so just want to talk about some scores from around the league last night. Like I said, the biggest game last night, other than ours, was the Celtics beating the Thunder for us to get another full game back on the Thunder. Now we're only 2 down. Other game results last night: Heat beat the Cavaliers 120-103. Warriors beat the Nets 109-106. I mean, they're struggling to even almost beat the Nets. Nets are one of the worst teams I've ever seen constructed on the basketball court. They're playing at least 6 G Leaguers at a time. They're starting full G League teams. It's unbelievable what they can do with this tanking, and I am so done with this tanking. Trailblazers beat up on the Bucks. Bucks, another team that doesn't have a good future. They have to figure out what they're doing with Giannis. Giannis says he wants to come back this season. Obviously, I don't think he should be coming back this season and should be focusing on next season. So, yes, Giannis lists. Bucks lose to Trailblazers 130-99. Nuggets, Jokic goes off again, almost has a 2020 rebound and assist game. 40 points, I believe, for Jokic. Beat up on the Mavericks 142-135. And then, like I said, the surging Lakers won against the Pacers 137-130. Pacers are another team that this tanking is unbelievable, from the fall of grace of getting into the NBA Finals last year to now competing for that top draft pick. I hate it. But that's the NBA right now. And yeah. All right. Well, last thing I want to talk about is some of my favorite movies that are coming out. And, this is going to be really, really fun. We got 4 of my favorite movies coming out that I'm looking forward to. 2 Marvel movies, The Odyssey and Dune. Obviously, these are the most anticipated movie of the year. I'm a huge movie nerd, so really looking forward to seeing all of these. I would rank them. Number 1 is Doomsday. Number 2 is Dune. Number 3 is Spider-Man. Number 3 is Odyssey. I've been an Avengers fan since I was a little kid, so really excited to see the next iteration of Avengers with Robert Downey Jr. as Doctor Doom. I'm really looking forward to that. Dune, I think Timothée Chalamet, the hate is forced on him after him not winning the Oscar. I still have not seen Marty Supreme. I definitely will when it comes out on streaming. But really looking forward to Dune. It has been my favorite new series out of, I'm a huge, nerd for, superhero movies. And it's really the most that has scratched that itch of other Superman movie trilogy that is not a superhero. Obviously, it's extremely sci-fi. Gives me huge. It gives me the vibes of the early, the OG Star Wars movies, of things that they're trying to do. So I really, really like Dune. It's been an unexpected trilogy that I'm obsessed with. I think Timothée Chalamet is so talented. I really, really like, this entire cast. Florence Pugh is one of my favorite actresses that is in Marvel right now, playing Black Widow's little sister, Elena. She has been unbelievable in Marvel. It's definitely one of my favorite actresses in Marvel at this time. Anya Taylor-Joy, unbelievable actress. She was in the Mad Max, one of my favorite movies of the recent another cinematic masterpiece, I believe, Mad Max. But she's such a great actress. So yeah, really looking forward to Dune. Spider-Man, obviously the trailer came out last week, and there's so much great things to say, but it looks like we're getting 50 villains. Spider-Man is in his sad boy era. Losing MJ, everyone forgets about Spider-Man, so really looking forward to where they go with that story. It's going to be pretty crazy where they go with that story, because it could be really, really dark. And then lastly is the Odyssey. Obviously, the Odyssey is one of the most oldest stories of all time. I remember reading it in 7th, 8th grade, and I was obsessed with it. So really looking forward to the Odyssey coming out. Again, another Tom Holland movie. Zendaya's in it, Matt Damon, John Bethany, just an unbelievable cast for that. and really looking forward to that. Well, that's all I have from Spurs Latest today. I will catch you tomorrow, and I'll see you in the next one. Go Spurs, go!